Well, hi. How are you? Good to see you again. Always a fucking pleasure. Anyway, I know you don't know. I mean, if you knew, then I wouldn't be telling you that you know. So now you're gonna know. I'll be right back. I'm back. I had something to tend to. Something minor, but it was annoying me. Leaf. Yuck. Get it? Leaf. Anyway, so you don't know, and if you knew and you don't, and that's okay, because it doesn't really matter. I go through groups on a daily basis. Why? Because I have no life, and that's a good thing. But I go through like 3 knife groups. The last one ends with something called like stupid shit of mall ninja wood, and that's good for a laugh. The other 2, one is knife porn. I can't remember what the other one was, but they got they show knives, and average people like you and I, they show the knife, and not like a knife that's a mainstream Blade HQ or DHL or DHT or what are those people? I should know. I just bought a knife from them. But they got knives, it's just like regular Joe showing off his knife, and some are high end, some are low end, some are medium end, some have no end, some go on forever. But so what I did was I found this knife, and it was from Real Steel. Now these guys are out of China. And I looked at it, and it has some blue and black scales, G10 scales. Let's take a look at the fucking knife, and we'll go over a few things on it. Some things I want to discuss with you, some things I don't, and the things I don't want to discuss with you, I sure as hell won't discuss with you, because some of you can't keep your fucking mouth shut. I'm joking. I really don't give a fuck. I figure it like this. If you don't want nothing said, don't repeat it, you know what I mean? Because as soon as you say something to somebody, people can't be trusted because they're dicks. And I'm not mad at anybody. I'm just fucking running my mouth because I really don't want to get up and adjust the camera because I'm fucking lazy right now. Alright, hold that thought. Alrighty, here we go. Yes, looky there. My camera's tilted. What else is new? I live in a tilted world. Everything is tilted. Everything is sideways. But that's life. And shit is wonky. Alrighty, Real Steel. Yes, out of China. This one is Horus. Yes, Roy. I'll tell you what this one is, Roy. It's Horus free, okay? And yes, it was free because this thing didn't cost me a dime. It goes for like $60, and I'd saved my points with DLT. They are the most generous in points that I've seen, and saw something that struck my fancy, and I spent my points on it, and it was free. But what they mean by Horus free is, I'll tell you in a minute. But Horus derives from an Egyptian deity who was god and commander of the sky, war, and hunting. Now this one comes from a German designer, Uli Heinnicke. But it comes with a nifty little paper where if you forget to write down your stats, then you can always refer to that. Yes, don't forget your glasses when you're reading this. We'll save that. Real Steel shows how it's put together and how you can take it apart. Yes, this one has ball bearing bearings. Ball bearing bearings. Yes, washers. Yes, that too. Yes, and it shows you how it goes apart and comes apart. And you know what? There's only 2 screws on it. There's 2 large screws holding it all together, which is pretty cool, and I'll show you those in a fucking minute. But that's pretty neat. And here's the ball bearings. Yes. And here on the other end, they show what kind of knives they do have and what they currently sell and so on and so forth. So we'll fold that in the back up nice and neat. Kind of, sort of, and we'll put that in there. Comes in a nice cloth. This thing is heavy. It's weighing in at like 5.12 ounces. Hey, and you know what? I got my Spyderco Spidey pack. I found a piece of wall to put it up on, so guess what? I have room for more knives. Isn't that something? This is a G10 scale. It's blue and it's black, and it's like kind of grippy. It almost looks like a fucking micarta, tell you the truth. Feels good. Here's the two screws, and there you can see these. You can see the other side of them. They're hollow on the other. Yeah. Okay. Now the other one, the Horus, which is the same item number as E802 Horus, Horus. This almost sounds perverted. It has a thumb stud. It looks like this picture. It has a thumb stud, the same color, but for that thumb stud, you're going to pay $6 more. And I was like, well, I like thumb studs, but I mean, there's nothing else different in the knife except $6 more, and it has a thumb stud, and it was a blue thumb stud. You know, the blue, like, you know, in these liners right here that, you know, one can, I hate it when I'm doing this. Here. There's one. Yes. It's got blue. Yes. And here, right here, it has UH E802 Horus. But one guy, and this is the old school one. I don't have fingernails. Well, I do have fingernails, but they're not long enough. And this one guy, he showed on a video, he just thumbed it open, even without using a thumb stud. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. That's like old school fingernail slot. I said, I kind of like that because it's unique, it's different. And I like unique and different. And this one gets even more unique and different because up here you have a little lever. And you can push that lever up if you want to. It's right there on your thumb. Easy to push up, easy peasy. But now your lever, your liner lock will not fold over. It won't do it. It's locked in place, which is pretty cool. And you undo it, and you close your knife. Now, it doesn't come open. It doesn't stay that way automatically, okay? You have to deploy it. Now, you wonder, if it's deployed, will the blade open? Yes, the blade will open. It doesn't keep the blade from opening. It just keeps it from closing, puts a little stop on the liner, which is pretty neat. This one has some stainless steel liners, and if you look real close inside, you can see the holes. There's some. Do they have it on the other side? Yes, they do. Just hard to see. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well made. $60. $60. The blade is 1,4C28 steel. It's a stainless steel made by the Swedish company Sandvik. Look it up if you're that interested on that type of steel. You get an education. Handles G10. The blade is 3.7 inches. Overall, we're 8.1. Excuse me, 8.5. You do have a little sharpening choil right here, which is very sweet. And they utilize every bit of the blade. This is stonewash, but they utilize every bit of the blade for a cutting edge. I like that. You don't have any jimping up here, but it doesn't feel like you need it. And maybe if you had jimping up there, it would take away from your little safety lever. I like these hollow eyelet-like screws. Speaking of screws, this pocket clip is deep carry. Very deep carry. I mean, you can tell how deep carry that damn thing is. And it's also flush, so it's not going to, snag on anything. You can also change it over to the other side. Now, is this left-handed or right-handed? Let's see. If I'm left-handed and I go to close it, well, I can do it, but I'm not left-handed, so that would take some work. So it's not a flipper. Not at all. And everything is just right where it should be. Everything is, you put it in hand and it folds right where it's supposed to be. I like that. It has a drop point harpoon-like shape to it. Oh, what else? We got a flat grind. Yeah. Deep carry, ball bearings. I pretty much covered everything. I mean, what else can we ask for here? What else can we ask for it? Backyard knife, dude. We can ask for more in the midnight hour. It's 5 in the afternoon. Sharpness. Yes, buddy. Let's try some of this thin, flimsy paper. Let's fold it over. Pretty good. Not bad at all. Yes. So, how would it be on some cardboard? Don't know. Thicker paper. Very nice. Good little box cutter. Not like too threatening. Pretty blue. There's a little bit more cardboard. Very good. All right, now that we're done playing and making a mess, let's compare the two. To what? Hell, I didn't know. Here it is compared to an Ontario Rat 1. About the same size. Gives you a little... Here, I just happen to have the Wii Yuka in my pocket, because I've been carrying that the past couple days. Spyderco smock. No, that's not the smock. I'm sorry. This is a Gonzo. It's all blend together after a while. I really you can even flick it without a thumb stud. There it is against the Gonzo, another nice company out of something, Japan or China or some shit like that. There you go, kind of showing off the little almost harpoon shape. Smock. Bigger than the smock. What else do I have in my pocket? I don't think I have anything. No, I did. Here's the Ontario Rat 2. Be kind of cool if they came out with this with a smaller blade. But, you know, there you go. You know, save your points on DLT if you shop with them. After a while, you get a free knife. If you save up enough points. Hey, what are you doing? Little booger. Come here, honey. Come here, baby. I got a surprise guest. Come here, honey. It's okay. Come here. Come walking up. This is Piss Pot. You're the Piss Pot. It's one of the Piss Pots. There's 4 of them. Yeah. This one is the most, I guess, unferal. Just came walking up when I was doing this. Yeah. Got big belly. And like I said, there's 4 of them. And I have to draw the line there. I mean, that's a lot of money. Right, Piss Pot? Okay, Piss Pot. Here's what you say. You say, I gotta go now. I'm very busy. We'll see you. A Piss Pot. Yes, you're Piss Pot.